Yeah, guys, the biggest names, the biggest stars tackling the biggest headlines. They're beautiful, they're powerful, they're the cover stars of Variety's Power of Women. There she is, Miss Tiffany Haddish.
We ready.
Hollywood's queen of everything. That's what they're calling you now.
Who said that?
Can you handle that?
That's not true.
It may be just extra, but
That's
we
just
believe
you
it.
said that.
Before we celebrate these women, we had to talk about Kanye's controversial White House meeting. What were you thinking?
I thought it was a really messed up TV show. I was like, what show is this? This can't be real. This gotta be, I hope this is scripted.
Why is it so important as a woman right now to speak your truth? It's kind of crazy out there.
Yeah, well, it's very important because for so many years, women weren't allowed to speak at all, weren't heard at all. And that is how we grow, by sharing our stories with each other. That's how you know, oh, I'm not the only one that's going through this.
Alyssa Milano back from D.C. after the Kavanaugh hearings. What do you have to say now?
I just have to translate all of that rage and emotion that I feel into empowering people to want to go vote in the polls on November 6th.
Tiffany, along with actresses Natalie Portman, Regina King, Lena Waithe, and gun reform advocate Emma Gonzalez, who survived the Parkland, Florida shooting, all honored for their humanitarian work at Variety's Power of Women luncheon in L.A., presented by Lifetime. The women all featured on their own cover, cameras rolling behind the scenes of their photo shoots, all the power players talking about female empowerment. Why is it important for you to be here and ride for these women? And you're being honored today.
Well, it's completely humbling to be in the same grouping as Tiffany and Regina and Lena and Emma.
Right now, we are witnessing sisterhood that is, it is real.
A full gallery of the stars and how you can learn more about their passion projects up now at ExtraTV.com. He's a multi-platinum award-winning singer and all-around talent. Here to tell us more, it's Josh Groban, people.
Wow, nice to see you.
This guy is everywhere. New album with songs like River.
So I walked down to the river.
New TV show, and he just killed it at the Tonys, co-hosting with Sarah Bareilles.
We both did a little shot of whiskey before we went out
Yes.
there. And it was like, we were just like, you know what? What will be, will be.
You guys are going to do it next year too, right? I'm sure somebody's offered that to you.
Have not gotten that call.
I
but,
bet you it's happening.
But it's a lot of work. Certainly would consider if it came around again.
Out now, Josh's Netflix comedy, The
Something.
Good Cop.
The Good Cop, working with my dad, Tony Danza, in this. It's an extravaganza. I think we should make that a hashtag.
Hashtag extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
I told him everything I know.
Except right from wrong. That I learned on my own.
To be playing this role, to be going from the music side of things to playing this kind of goody two-shoes homicide detective, really fun.
So was the making of his 8th studio album, Bridges.
Never take a single breath, take a single breath for granted.
Granted, one of his new singles.
This was an album that came about because of desperately needing a positive spirit, positive energy in my life. I wanted this album to be uplifting.
Be sure to pick up a copy of Josh's album, Bridges, and watch him in The Good Cop, streaming now on Netflix. Now, just in time for Halloween, Michael Myers is back for a new installment of the 70s cult classic, Halloween. And Mike's not the only familiar face returning. I'm freaked out already.
40 years after the original Halloween,